So those pictures, there was one particular picture of my daughter Vanessa with Zoe, her firstborn, on her chest, and she's in a hospital gown. But the look in her eyes I recognized immediately. It was a look that her mother never had. And I mean no disrespect to her mother. But it was perfect. It became a capital E event. And I would like to see that picture in this little picture frame that I got for her. We'll see how it goes. To each their own, and they have every bit their will to their life. I don't know what picture will fill that frame, but that's the image I have in my mind. Recently, the past few years I've been really intently studying this guy, John David Ebert, mainly his YouTube clips, but also his website on media discourse. I haven't been able to afford his books. There are other books that are available at the used bookstore and that fit my budget as well as my reading schedule. I haven't been reading current authors, trying to catch up to some of the main players in Joseph Campbell's influence. But recently, he's assisted me in developing this idea, which I spoke to in my previous journal entry, which was about this idea of psychological inoculation. And he just a few days ago posted some recent video clips on Sloterdijk, having to do with spheres. And it was really interesting that he posted those just a few days after I had posted my previous web journal here on YouTube, on the idea that it's like a gilded cage. Our knowledge base is like a gilded cage, and it's spherical for me. And every person, every idea, well-developed idea, not every idea, but mainly ideas come from people. However, environment, science, religion, sociology, mathematics, etc., family, as well as individuals within those. It's like a sphere around me, and they are as if stars in a starry night. And I was talking to a friend the other day, Van, that I had the privilege of meeting at a local coffee shop, Santoro's, about the importance. He brought it to accentuation. He accentuated this particular perspective. And I think it's really opportune. When I meet people and develop my ideas, they're always in relationship to those people, and I feel a simultaneousness, a simultaneity, in which not only am I expressing my idea, but that idea is being influenced by that particular individual. So there's a mutation, a transmutation, a metamorphosis that is occurring simultaneously between me and the other and the idea. I think this is important to understand in that that's a three-dimensional thing. But I was explaining to him how I want him to be himself. You see, Van is a Virgo, and I've come to experience Virgos just through my studies and my relationships with them as very, very helpful people, and they will help and serve to a fault. And I have this tendency within myself as well. I have a strong astrological constellation of Virgoian influences where there is a release in complete surrender to the other in service to them. Complete release. And this complete release I'm called to experience. There's something within me that wants complete release. Now, I want you to understand that I was raised, my father is someone who does not want to let go, who's someone that holds on. And they will hold on until they are forced to let go or exhausted. And it's not a pretty picture. It's not pretty at all. It's contrary to his nature. And when you go contrary to somebody's nature, it's not a pretty picture. However, it's good to realize that simultaneously there are individuals, such as myself, who seek that complete release, that utter letting go. And there are those that say, it ain't going to happen. There's no way you're going to get me to let go. And that simultaneity of these seemingly opposing natures is nature, is life. But he helped me to realize that he helped me in relationship to him while I was describing this idea of the gilded cage of our knowledge base, in which protects us from the unknown. What came of our conversation was that I needed to let him know that he did not need to serve me to a point in which he hinders his own development. I wanted to let him know that I accept him as he is. He is a servant. He is serving me, but he does not need to serve me to the point in which he reaches that complete release for himself. But also on my side, I observe Virgos hurting themselves in order to serve. So there's this dual perspective that was happening at the same time.